Monica was one of my Spanish tutors. She was a former girlfriend of Julio's that spoke about 4 languages, had a degree from the university, and she was still in love with Julio. Anyway, my Spanish, I could get by, but I had to get it down. I was never coming back to the States. I mean, the only way I was coming back was either dead or with, in handcuffs. And I needed to get my Spanish, up like a local. So he told me, hey, I'm gonna, help you out, and I'll get you lined up with a tutor. This is an old girlfriend of mine. We go meet her, and we'd study like in the mornings. And then in the afternoons, I'd do homework or, sit around and BS her brothers because I was living with her and her family, which sounds a little weird to like an American, but down there, I mean, when your family, it could be like a friend that says, hey, take care of Jeff. That was my name down there. So Monica was my teacher, my tutor, and she, what am I gonna? She taught. She was a good tutor. She was an excellent tutor. And she had a secondary job where she shot people in the face. So I mean, what can you say? I didn't realize it at the time, but I had no choice in to keep this particular teacher, and I didn't realize what she was doing. And when I found out, I couldn't leave, and I wasn't going to leave because I was under Julio's protection. And she started off as a young assassin when she was living in Campo Valdez when Julio knew her, and I think they were paying $2,000 a cop or a hit or whatever back then, and her and her family were active, and they saved the money that they made, and they moved out of Campo Valdez, and I was living with them in Envigado. And
how did you find out she was a Sicario?
What happened is they had she came back from her second job, which I didn't realize it was, shooting people. And she was in the living room, and they called a doctor because she got shot in the leg, man. And they had a tourniquet on her leg. And I'm thinking, hey, how many teachers you go to class or come back and they're shot? And then this doctor shows up, and he's examining her. And then there was a newspaper on the table, which was never there, like the next day, and they explained about this and about a hit. And down there, they never investigate murders, or very few, so it had to be a big shot that she'd put the hit on. And then she explained to me how they did it and how she was a designated hitter, and they had like 3 backups, and each on a corner, and she was like a vendor of candy, and she walked up to the car and tapped in the window, and when the guy, he didn't roll it down, but he's trying to motion her away, she pulls out the Uzi and just sprays him, be sure she's dead. And then she's jumping on the back of the motorcycle, but one of her backups is supposed to take out the 3 bodyguards that she had, or that the hit had in the car. The businessman, he was a little slow, and one of the bodyguards shoots her, and before they kill him, and the rest of them, they dive down because they knew that, hey, the boss is already dead, so I mean, we need to seek new employment, and so why get killed? And anyway, so she ended up home and with a hole in her leg, and no more Spanish lessons.